Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 8, Day 4. So today, we'll be going over all the weekly spoilers, but of course our main objective right at the beginning after we go do that is Guild Wars. It is the final day of this Guild War, but it is also our attempt to try to get Paragon. We might be able to get it one and done. It was a new achievement added in version 8.9. One that I'm sure they're going to make a little bit easier in the future, but right now it's pretty much the hardest achievement in the game, where you have to get first place within your guild to go get Paragon, which of course only one person in your 30-person guild can get. You can kind of cheese it by being in a different guild, but yeah, we have to beat HP Herm to be able to get it, which as long as we get a solid 5-0, we should be okay. So yeah, hopefully we can end up getting it, and we'll be one and done on the Paragon achievement, and then never need to worry about it again. And we'll be good to go. There is someone else with all 5 zeros, but it didn't score as high. So this is the number to beat, I believe, unless I miscounted one. But yeah, I believe 5384, or was this one higher? Yeah. So 5384 is the number to beat. So if we get 1385 or higher, we should be good. Which means as long as we do as average as we did on these other 3 days, we're already good to go. Because I think we have like a slight lead. I think it's like a 10, 20 point lead. So as long as we get really average, don't lose a troop, anything else like that, we should be okay. But anyways, let's go over weekly spoilers. Actually, I haven't checked it yet. Of course, next week, most notable thing is it is the 11-year anniversary of Gems of War. With that, we'll have a bunch of celebration stuff going on throughout the week. Definitely check the adventure board because there's going to be a lot of loot that you'll end up getting from it. But yeah, finally the 11th anniversary. Of course, the pet for on the Wednesday as well. I'm not sure if I have the pet code yet. I need to go double check her. I need to go remind her and comment to her tonight. Because if we do have the code by then, we'll hand out a special code tomorrow then. On tomorrow night's stream when we go and do that. But otherwise, we'll do it on maybe like the week following, I guess. Somewhere around there. But yeah, I still don't have it yet for this month. But beyond that, yeah, let's go into the thingy thing. Where is it? How do I get there? What is the weekly posts? Something we don't always go over, but since we're streaming on a Sunday. Ooh, I like that dragon design. Not that one, this one. Ooh. I like it. Because normally something like this doesn't have like the feathered wings to go with it. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see, what does this one do? Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy, create 2 purple... Oh! It's a dragon restriction. Someone's mentioned this earlier. It is dragon purple restriction with purple deed books, which is crazy good. That is so... Also, hello everyone, by the way. Hello, yeah! Hello, Mulu! Hello, Ron! Hello, Jets! Hello, Minnie! Hello, Outlander! Hello, Cookie! Hello, Tangy! Hello, everyone else! Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, next week is not only purple deed books, so you can go upgrade Magic Kingdoms, but it is purple dragon restriction, which there is so many good things you could use under that category. The only really noteworthy thing to note is you cannot do 50% mana start under purple dragon, as the dragon for 50% mana start is yellow, blue. This also means you don't have access to one of the Empower options. But given that this thing creates a bunch of purple and you can just use Archmagus if you really had to, it should be fine. As you're probably just going to use this with Archmagus and something else or something. But then again, you do go one less dragon if you do that instead of Dragon Guard. But one big issue with this dragon event is you do not have 50% mana on dragons. So there is that factor. But yeah, he can create up to 10 purple gems if your entire team is dragon, of course. And can be as high as 2 lower mana costs if you end up getting him that shiny. Don't really think it's worth going that far out of the way. Even though this is a decent troop for dragon teams in the future, there's just not really room on a 4x dragon team to put this thing in. So going forward, yeah, it's good for this week, but I don't feel like a 4x dragon team would necessarily need him going forward. But if you do want to have him for a 4x dragon team later down the line, you might want to consider opening some shiny keys next week. Might be one of the few times worth going for. I personally won't be, but it's definitely a week where it's not horrible to go for it, as dragon synergy is pretty high. So if you want to go a really purple heavy dragon team, he will be really good for any of those situations in the future. And of course, in other game modes, you'll be allowed to use the 50% mana start, so you would be able to go use it in that context. For this game mode, you won't be able to, but you know, in the future, beyond this game mode, you will be able to. And then, as far as the new Glory Troop, we end up getting this thing. Ends up dealing some damage to an enemy, boosted by Enraged Gems at a ratio that is not mentioned here, but it's probably too low to be viable. And if the enemy dies, it creates 4 Enraged Gem. Yeah, it's basically useless. Does have a little bit of a nice tanky mix for skulls, but beyond that, it is not going to be useful. And some other things to not being useful, this thing just deals a bunch of damage to an enemy, boosted by purple allies and dragon allies. Not worth using, doesn't do enough damage. Beyond that, we are getting a faction expansion troop on Friday for that of White Helm. So at this point, they're basically just going out in re-release order, because I think the previous one was All Seeing Eye, and then they're doing White Helm, which were both added at the exact same time. With All Seeing Eye technically be considered first, even though they were both added simultaneously. But yeah, it seems like they might be going through order then. But anyways, as far as what this does, deal some damage to an enemy boosted by barriered allies, and then barrier 2 allies. Is that good? Oh no, I guess it's tank ability. So you could offset your team a little bit, because one big issue with this fight, if you're doing pure faction, what's it called? What is this faction called? Why does it say White Helm? This should be for Hall of Guardians. I'm not sure why it only says White Helm here, but this is decent for Hall of Guardians pure faction. The main reason being is the biggest threat normally is the gargoyle on the opposing team doing too much damage. And if you can do double barrier every time this casts, this is pretty much the counter you need in order to be able to protect yourself against that. So, yeah, I would say this is actually pretty useful then. Has a little bit of damage poke. Of course, the enemy doesn't get access to using this either. So you'll have a barrier function that the enemy doesn't end up having on their team. But yeah, this thing's definitely usable. Double barrier. It's really good for tanking out. Of course, you don't get to choose what the barrier goes on at all. Too bad it's not like one chosen barrier and then one random or something. But double barrier is still pretty solid. But the problem with that is it might re-barrier something that already has barrier. So it might be a little bit inconsistent since you have no control where the barriers go. But it's great for survivability if you're struggling with pure faction White Helm. I don't think that's as big of a factor these days, but you know, better tank ability allows you to do it earlier in the game as well if you're rushing them early. But yeah, that's all the things coming in then, aside from everything that they're doing for the anniversary event, which we pretty much don't know until it happens. Let's see. Reminder: Gloom Clarion is in All-Seeing Eye Chaos Portal. Oh wait, what was that? Oh, is it finally in drop table? Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to my unowned ones yet. There's probably several of them I need to go get, like this one right here. But yeah, this one I can go through the portal now if I want to. There's actually a couple of them in that category. What are all the ones I'm missing right now? Gloom Clarion. Wait, is that it? Oh, are we only missing Doom Clarion? Maybe we'll go get it real quick then. I thought it was missing more than that. Oh, Nightmare Circus. I don't think this guy's in drop table yet, is he? Which one was the most current one? I think it was the Clarion, right? Are they both in drop table right now? Because if that's the case, we can go get both of them real quick. It's Nightmare Circus and All-Seeing Eye. I can go try it real quick. Just to tick them off the list. And then we'll go to Guild War. What was it? Nightmare Circus and All-Seeing Eye. Where's Nightmare Circus? I forgot where the kingdom is. Normally it's like a line. There it is. I'm gonna go grab those real quick. Add them to our collection. Oh, nice. We got the mythic trophy thing. Whatever that's called. Treasure. Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like the other one shouldn't be out yet. But this one should, I'm pretty sure. So let me at least get this one. Because it does seem a little bit too... There it is. But it does seem a little bit too early to go for the All-Seeing Eye one. But I don't know. Someone mentioned it was in drop table. We could sure try. We'll go for like 1,000 and see. Didn't get it. It seems a little bit too recent though. Oh no, we did. It is in drop table. 4 of them. Nice. Yep, it is 100% in drop table. Anyone who still needs to go get it. If we didn't throw the gems for it at the previous event. Alright, now we own all faction things again. Only things we're missing are the 2 Sentinels. Somehow 2 Immortals. How on earth are we missing 2 Immortals? But the 2 Sentinels, the 2 Immortals, a couple bounty troops that we could just open keys for at some point. And the rest are just all of the PvP troops, either the Legends or the Mythics that we didn't end up getting. But otherwise, we basically have everything. This is from the current season. When the other thing, the Mythic, that would also be from the season once we get to the end. So yeah, the only thing that we were missing here that we really need to go out of our way for, that we wouldn't just naturally get over time, is, well, technically we'd get them naturally over time, but you know, we need to grind for them, is the 2 Sentinels. That's basically the only thing we're missing in troops. As every Legend and Mythic that we're missing here are just the weird ones from PvP, but now that it cycles twice as often, we can get them whenever. I think I'm missing like 2 bounty troops here, but we just get them, you know, when they go into drop table. And then the only other thing is this card, which we would get from the Season Pass. And if you don't, you'll be able to get it in Vault Keys in a couple months from now. And then we'll have everything again. And these 2 Immortals that never want to drop. Particularly this one. Immortal Gemini's like from like 3 to 4 PvP seasons ago, and I still have 0 copies somehow. I don't know how. But anyways, let's go do Paragon. Let's go do the Paragon grind. This week, as long as we get a perfect, we should be good to go. If I can ever menu correctly. Let's go to Guild. Let's go to Guild Wars. The number to beat is very doable. We are at, if I go to, where is it? Leaderboards? No, my guild. And go to roster. But the number to beat is 5,384. If we could beat this number, we get Paragon. If we go and divide our number by 3, we could see what our number is across the week so far. So on average, if I take 4,052 and divide it by 3, also, hello Isabel, welcome, welcome. We have 1,350.6 repeating. So let's just say 1,350. And if we add 1,350 to what we currently have, which is 4052 plus 1,350, if I do as average as we did every other day, we would beat him by 18 points. So if I do perfectly the same as we did the first 3 days on average, we will get 18 points ahead. Obviously, there are still things that we could lose points on that would be more than that. And of course, we actually have to win all 5 battles. If we lose even a single battle, then, you know, we auto lose that. But if we can go 5-0 and lose less than 17 points, we win. You know, 17 points compared to our average that we've been doing. So let's go for it. It's basically as long as we get 5-0. Because I'm not sure we could possibly lose 17 points, but maybe. I'm not sure. We'll find some way to lose that much. Alright, anyways, let's go back and yeah, let's go try to get Paragon. Also, has anyone else not been getting the rewards? Has this been like a reported bug on the forum, by the way? Because I have not received my reward for like a single day. I think maybe 1 of the days. And I know for sure we've won every day as a guild. Like there's not a single... Actually, we can check right here. If we go to war results... Does it not show the whole thing? That's weird. I thought it showed it by day or something. But we have won every single day. But I think I've only received the reward thingy like once. Take the top half. I might have to go middle here. Did someone already take middle earlier? Yeah, I'm going to have to go middle for 2 reasons. One is I was going to do it anyways because I need to take the easier path to maximize our chance of getting the better points. Because the most lethal room is on top half. But someone already did top half, so yeah, we got to go middle regardless. But I was kind of going to do it regardless because I kind of want to make sure we get high enough score. Just in case that dragon team messes us up. Alright, for the first battle, let me go switch our team again. Is this going to be an Elspeth rush? And I'm learned my lesson from last time. We're running 3 Elspeth. I don't trust 2 Elspeth to win this battle. We are 100% going all in on the triple Elspeth. And doing like a blue-purple or something. Plus 2 blue, plus 1 purple, minus 1 green, sure. Alright, let's roll with this. I don't think we can change anything else. Are we good? And then double cast that, or enough damage? Oh, wait. Ooh, that's not enough damage. Do we go for something else to try to win quicker? Because it's going to be a triple cast angle. It's a lot of casting. We don't have access to, like, a good true damage. Oh, okay, it's a known bug. Okay. I had a feeling it would have been. Because obviously we're not the only one experiencing it, so they probably have a bunch of things on the forum. I just forgot to check it earlier. Okay, that makes sense then. Alright, is there anything else I want to try here? Which one is the easiest path? When it comes to blue layout, all of them are easy except for top. Top is the only hard path. We're going middle now because we need it anyways, and even if the guild didn't need it, it's easier. As long as we don't take top path is the main one we want to try to avoid. Okay, are we going to roll with this? I still kind of want more magic. What if we go all in on magic? What is our magic stat if we keep going all the way? Like if I do, we could do something for 1 battle and 1 battle only. Because most of our team is just Elspeth anyways. I'm going to go for the extra 4 magic there. I want to see how that gets us into kill range better. Because what's your stats now? Your stats are now 80. Oh no, it doesn't really do anything though. I guess it kills the 1 guy in 1 shot, but if we're gonna have to cast 3 times anyways, then it's not really doing anything. We're just gonna do it like this. I'm trying to think of any other way we could win quicker. I guess trying to skull spam with the other guy? Like, this is the 1 battle that is drastically different than the other 4. Let me just look at base rarity again. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I'm missing that would win way, way quicker. Double cast Amethyralis. Feeding it off of an Elspeth cast. Is that enough damage? What's their armor value? Give 2 magic to all purple allies every single time you match for purple gems. Boosted by purple gems. At a 2 times roost ratio. Yeah, I think this might be the play. Might have to deal with freeze though if we have it in first slot. I could always do it like this and just feed it down. And just hope it lands on purple. We could also deliberately sacrifice something that is purple. The magician. Will you take the sacrifice for us? For the guaranteed purple? Because that would get us into double kill range. The problem with that, though, is... it's nowhere near enough mana to do it twice. Which is kind of the problem regardless of how we do this. There's enough damage. Oh, wait. You're at 130? I wasn't factoring in all that other damage then. Yeah, we're going to do it like this and just double cast and hope it lands on purple once or twice. Because this also boosts her amount of damage too. With all the extra purple we take. Yeah, I think that's the play. We're going to go with this. Double cast Elspeth on Immortal Selene and hope it lands on purple once or twice. As long as it does that at least once, we should be good to go. And then the rest of the battles we'll play normally, of course. This is the only one that's played quite a bit differently. Alright, just double checking. That seems fine then. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Does he get Submerge? Ooh, he does have Submerge. There's actually a lot of Submerge there. And we're going to just have to hope he doesn't get it. Don't miss! Alright, this should be fine, hopefully. Fingers crossed, we'll find out how bad it could possibly go. But yeah, this is Elspeth twice in the first slot. Hope it lands purple both times somehow. Come on, RNG. Oh, good. We already got some purple. Huge. Come on, RNG. Purple. No, that's brown. Enemies. All right, come on. Round 2. You got this. Come on, purple. No, brown again, but at least an extra turn that time. All right, I need purple. I need this thing to get full mana. The fact it keeps going on brown is really unfortunate because now we're nowhere near full mana. I just gotta take another purple and we should be good to go. Is this enough damage? He has Submerge on the one, but we can multi-hit on the thingy. So we can do this. Boom, 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 boom. And then, is that kill? Yeah, that's kill then. Alright, that wasn't too bad. There could have been better, though. But I don't think we hurt too many of our points with that. Alright, next. Let's go over here. Actually, which one of these is less annoying? Let's see. We got a Hylia team. What's Hylia do again? Deal a bunch of damage to the two weakest enemies, boosted by freeze gems and skulls. Then creates an annoying amount of freeze gems and skulls. Converts 2 blue gems to freeze gems. Okay, says it's nothing. Blue book, I guess, is the more... Oh, yeah, let me go put my team back here. Alright, let's use our real team. Blue book could be a little bit annoying. I do only have 2 blue troops, though. It's not like our whole team is blue. I guess the leprechaun's the really annoying part. Going bottom is what? Persistence. What's your extra damage again? Deal double versus green. He's trying to counter out Tangle Bomb. Oh no, do we care about this? He's using a lot of scary things. But it has no cleanse. And as long as he doesn't get a really... Oh, there's a 25% chance to devour a random enemy, though. No. In case that triggers. I think we're better off going with the book build. And just getting our Entangle early. He does have a lot of Empower. But so do we. I just have to hope we don't miss. Yeah, I think the book is less annoying. Try Assassin and go insta-kill. Yeah, doesn't that give you a lot of points? How many points is it for an Assassin kill? I think I'd rather keep the safe elementals for a lot of these battles. But how many points do you get for an Assassin kill? Like when you kill an enemy in one shot. Is it like 10 points? How much is it? I know you get a lot for it. What am I doing here? Class. Try and double check what we have here. Rock solid. Okay, I was just making sure. Because I know I said it's just a merger. I just wanted to make sure it's on barrier. Oh yeah, we should be good to go there. I don't think we change anything there. Are we good to go? Blue, red. Banner should be correct. Yeah, that was for the gate. Yeah, that's definitely a gate strategy. Do you know exactly how many points it's worth? The problem with that is how many turns you have. Because the more turns you take, the more points you lose. So if you get really unlucky, you would actually lose more points than you would gain, I think. I just forget how many points it is for an insta-kill. You can also insta-kill without doing that. I'm pretty sure killing something with one-shot counts. Even if it's not a one-shot ability. Yeah, you get extra for one-shotting, but I'm pretty sure just doing base damage counts too. Like, I'm pretty sure if this thing one-shots something in triple damage, it counts as well, I'm pretty sure. 3 points for one shot? Okay, that's not a lot, though. Because I believe every 2 extra turns you take, you lose like 2 points or something. It's like 1 or 2. Like, this team looks a little scary, but honestly, it shouldn't be that bad. I'd rather take this than the guy that has insta-kill. As most of this, once we get like a freeze or 2 down, isn't really that threatening at all. He will get a really strong turn 1 or 2, though. But beyond that, as long as book doesn't go too crazy, we should be okay. And one of the 2 things he's trying to mana drain doesn't even have mana. And the other one we don't even care about. Actually, I might even have Princess Elspeth kill itself out at the beginning. Might be the strongest play here. Also, hello, Kinky. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see if we can get this new achievement then. This might actually be the scariest battle we have to take this whole time. I don't know, we'll see what we have for the other teams. That in the final battle, obviously. Alright, there's an enchant gem over there. There's a yellow just sitting here, so we'll take that for free. I think I do go for her. The board's set up better, rather than having Elspeth go on itself. Nice, huge, 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 huge. Good thing we did. A couple different ways we could play this, depending on what we want here. And I think this is a purple to a skull. We don't get the brown, unfortunately. Let's try to double check anything else we have. Can I take a brown skull purple? No, unless we get lucky from Sky over there. But it gets to do it too. And we have to keep in mind there's Blue Storm, so... Oh yeah, what's this red to purple convert? Red to blue, I mean. Yeah, red to blue doesn't do anything unless something sketchy happens over there, so we should be fine just taking this then. So we'll take that. Boom, boom. He'll convert away the reds I need to go explode a weapon. That's fine. We have full mana for our damage. I could take a purple here, though we don't actually need the mana at the moment, so probably not. That's going to get enchanted anyways. Skull actually kills out Hero here, which I think we do, so we can start damage pressuring the next troop in line. His Leprechaun's going to do pretty much nothing. We'll get a little bit of value, but not anything too relevant. So we'll take that, get our blue. Leprechaun will do Leprechaun things. He does get full mana from that, really? That's a little unfortunate. If we could fish for a skull right now, that'd be great. I almost want to explode, even though we have full mana on everything. Oh, wait, skull's right there. Wait, I didn't even see it there. The mic is, like, blocking the final skull with how low down the thing is. Yeah, there's a skull right there. Is that enough damage? I think it is, isn't it? What's 91 times... Yeah, it is, because that's 270. Oh, no, it's not. Ooh. Okay, how do we do this, then? Because that's 273 damage. And it has 278 life. Burn will trip it down by 3. It'll survive with 2 HP. Do I still just go for it? I think I do. It'll survive with 2, but I have no other way of doing it all the way. I have nothing that can chip it for 2 damage while keeping it on our turn guaranteed. The closest we have is cast this and hope we get a good cascade. But there's no guarantee we get a skull after that. So I'm just going to skull it. And it survives with 2. Gets to do a little bit of damage to us. But otherwise, that's it. The battle's over. Gotta be careful not to take too much damage on our other unit. But there's 2 skulls in play right now, so I think I just go for true damage now. Do this. Boom, boom, boom. He'll do that. I do this. Well, once there's no board left. I do this. Oh no, he's not entangled! I think I still do this, right? Unless we go for mana. How many are in play? 9 purples. I think I just go for the true damage again. I can always have it cast on itself again, too. Yep, full mana. That's match. Is there anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. Anyways, kill it out. Alright, 2 down, 3 to go. We still got one really annoying fight. The next 2 shouldn't be that bad. But I do forget what's in the middle here, but we'll find out. Alright, anything else we need to move here? Just double checking everything. Obviously, we don't want to go top. That's just because we get more score here, but also the final battle there's really annoying, the dragon one. So this is undead, and this one is thieves, which means rogue, I'm pretty sure. What do we have for rogue battles here? Also, this is the next fight, right? Yeah, just making sure. Alright, this one's fine. He gets extra damage for Submerge. He's using a Selene of his own, which is kind of funny. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure this is a resummon weapon. It is. He has Trickster, which... That is a little annoying. The problem with Trickster is... Obviously, he's going to move our Tangle Bomb. So I almost want Princess Elspeth to go on itself, because the night that we get there might be really good for first slot then. But yeah, the Trickster first slot's kind of annoying. He doesn't really have much that can kill us other than his own Selene. Besides from his own Selene, he doesn't really have that much damage at all. We don't have Submerge, so we can't get insta-kill out of that. It's just resummon stuff. So Selene is basically his only damage source. It's basically a Selene mirror fight. Because I'm pretty sure our Selene's a bit stronger. We'll see what his stats are once we get in. Why does his magic look so much lower than ours? Like, all of its stats look so much lower for some reason. I don't know, let's see what it is once we actually get into the battle. And it can't be the level. His is 1 level higher than us. Like, it's just lower base stats or something. Oh, it could be team bonus too. I almost forgot about that. I think it's the team bonus doing it because we're using like a really heavy Silverglade team. I almost forgot about that. There's something I keep forgetting to factor in. We have 18 magic bonus for running such a heavy Silverglade. I was wondering where all that extra magic came from. I knew there was no way there's that big of a disparity between our stats. But it's because Silverglade gets such a gigantic magic bonus for running 3 times and 4 times. Though, of course, we're running 3 times to run Elementals. Alright, I think we're good to go then. Don't think there's anything else we need to change. It's basically just a Selene mirror match, but our Selene does more damage. Which is the only annoying thing being Trickster, or if Captain McCall targets the same thing twice in a row. Which under AI control is very unlikely, but technically possible. One interesting thing is that actually hits through Impervious as well. Because Submerge is a positive status effect, not a negative one. So even though this thing has immune to all status effects, he will actually still be able to Submerge it. Because Impervious is only immune to negative effects, not positive effects. He wouldn't be able to insta-kill this because it still has immune to insta-kill, of course. But you actually can kill things that have Impervious with this, since they don't have immune to Submerge. Alright, can we stop getting extra turns? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. But the game refuses to stop giving me extra turns. Can you at least land on something good, though? I was hoping we could get the Trickster down. Got a little unlucky. We got, like, every extra turn possible. But it never landed on the thing I needed to. So what I'm going to do here is a little bit weird. Since there's 2 skulls in play, I'm going to go and Entangle his first slot, guaranteed. And now, regardless of what he does here, we can take the other skull, and then we're good to go. I'm trying to see if I could take this in a cool way. Because I'm trying to take it for an extra turn. So we'll take it that way, so we can take an extra turn skull over here. So we can then take this skull or do whatever we want to do with it. We can do a really high vertical as well. I don't need the mana, though. If we did, I'd probably go for it. Because we'd get purple and blue. But we already have full mana, so it's not really worth it. So I think we just go for a normal skull poke here. He gets a little bit of mana, that's fine. I think we just cast a Selene and then try to cast a Selene again by using Elspeth to feed it and hope it lands on purple. Come on, purple, brown, or anything good. Purple, perfect, 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 dead. Oh, that was clean. Alright, 2 more to go. This one should be undead, which means Grey King is probably the biggest threat. Yep. Oh, double Pharaoh, Essence of Evil, Grey King. Actually, this one's kind of scary. Not as scary as 4 times Dragon Team, but decently scary. Essence of Evil can do a lot of work, and this thing does not have immune to transform. Luckily, this thing does if it ever gets that far. And Grey King, if it lands on... It could double disable on almost any color. Like yellow, green, and blue would be the 3 most annoying ones it would do. But yeah, that's actually a little scary. Double Pharaoh into Essence of Evil, Grey King. I think Grey King's the higher priority to kill than Essence of Evil. I guess it depends how our starting board goes, though. Turn 1 matters a lot. Because if we get a lot of chip damage on Hero, we'll just kill Hero first. But otherwise, we're probably moving Grey King the first slot and then killing it in 1 shot with a skull. It really depends how turn 1 and 2 goes, though. But it shouldn't be that bad, but it depends how good the Pharaohs are on the first turns. Also, getting a lot of stuns on turn 1 basically makes it so he has no Pharaohs. Because obviously the main benefit he gets is double explode. So if we can get both these stunned on turn 1 somehow, that'd be great. We just need a really lucky Princess Elspeth, basically. So we'll cast it either on Immortal Selene or herself, depending on what's better extra turn rate. Because at this point, it doesn't even matter what color we get. It just matters that we land extra turn. Because we need those stun to land on the 2 Pharaohs. Is the most important ones. I guess Hero 2 is good. Because we can actually one-shot his Hero, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, we can't. But we can hit it, and then... If it's entangled, we can hit it and then poke it with anything and it will die. So it's pretty close to death. It's not all the way there, though. Let's see what we get. Not ideal for a starting board. Though I do believe this is a cast on Selene angle. That made the starting board way better. So 1 Pharaoh is stunned. Grey King is stunned. Come on, one more. There has to be another stun somewhere here. Where's all my extra turns at? Where's all my cascades? I refuse to believe there's not another one. There's a double staircase here. How is there nothing? Really? That's unfortunate. All of this area here that we could potentially get an extra turn. If only we had Peasant. Look at all this Peasant rail state over here. If only we had a triple destroy somewheres. So I definitely want to go for full mana Selene. So this is definitely a take blue angle. I guess we just take blue-green off of top and hope he doesn't get a purple out of it. Or if we get lucky, we get a double purple out of it. Actually, if we get really, really lucky, we can actually get a purple diamond here and get a 5 times brown plus shape. That's so unlikely, but technically possible with the way that this is going to cascade. The worst case scenario is he gets a free turn purple, but he's frozen on purple, so it's not that big a deal if he does get that, though. Just trying to see if there's anything else I'm forgetting, but this looks like a blue-green angle. Okay, his one Pharaoh still doing Pharaoh things, unfortunately. A lot of enchant gems over there, but I can only take one of them if I go for it. I think just a cast blank Selene angle and just let him go for Skull. The alternative is if we do get him entangled earlier, if I go for a Skull Poke now, we can get him in the chip range. The problem is I don't need brown. So I think just a Selene and hope he hits first slot. Okay, hit everything except the thing I needed to hit. Unfortunate. I think this is an enchant angle then. How's his mana doing? Okay, he's almost gonna get he's almost gonna get his first annoying thing up. I think this is a vertical purple. Actually, no, horizontal purple. I wish I could double take this. I definitely want to get the enchant gem. I'm trying to see which one does the most for us. The problem is every angle here does nothing. If I do this to the right here, it does nothing. If I do it down here, it does nothing. But doing it downward seems safer. Okay, you got a free enchant gem there. Not ideal. I can get another enchant over here. Oh gosh, I need this thing to be dead already. Like a billion turns ago. He's gonna have full mana next turn, guaranteed. So it's best just to go for Selene since you can't be affected by the mana drain and everything. She's immune to the silence. She's immune to the mana drain. She's immune to the freeze. It's basically just a small true damage poke. So yeah, I think just to get an enchant angle. Because he doesn't get to get rid of the enchant when he does this thing either. So I think this is a take purple to the right here angle. Alright, we got re-enchanted on the same troop, which is really unfortunate. Okay, he hit only Selene, which honestly is pretty much best case scenario. He regained barrier on first slot, which is kind of annoying. But we ended up getting stun on his last, so that's pretty good. No more explodes per turn. Do I just remove barrier here? No. I think this is a get mana angle. Oh, he got cleansed immediately. That's unfortunate. So I could take an extra turn Skull here. We're going to lose our first slot, which loses a lot of points. So we can resummon it. He hasn't killed our summoner yet. So I think we cast this and hope it hits the king. And if it doesn't, we got a bit of a problem. We got a bit of a problem. We're frozen on blue-yellow. But I don't think it's worth her killing herself out. I think we go in Selene and hope it goes purple or brown. Just any color but blue. Because getting her to full mana is win. And if it doesn't on purple, we win. We did it on the worst case scenario. On the one color we couldn't extra turn off of. What's the game plan at this point? Hero can be mana drained, which is kind of annoying. And silence, which is annoying. I need him to not hit hero. I think if we get Selene to higher mana, it'll try to prioritize something related to Selene. Since his mana is so high. So I think this is a take blue angle vertically here. Hope for triple blue from sky or triple green. And then we're good to go. There's just somewhere else we could do like a wacky extra turn somewheres here. But I think to just take blue and hope for triple green or triple blue from sky. Both of which are our extra turn. We don't need it, but I'm trying to bait him out to hit Selene. He doesn't have enough damage to kill. Worst case scenario is he hits green. Which also gives him Essence of Evil immediately. I didn't get anything from that. He hit blue, I believe, but he's still got Essence of Evil. And he transformed a bunch and did a lot of annoying things, so I don't have triple damage anymore. But we are still in win condition. All I have to do is let him hit us with a skull and we won. So we take that. Oh, he didn't go for the extra turn skull. Oh, wait. Gotta resummon. I gotta resummon. Up, we got a hole. Oh, wait. He killed the thing? Wow, he did so many chips on Selene and actually got the kill on it. Oh, we gotta be careful now. Wait. We could actually lose. What is this? I was not expecting the Selene to die there. That wasn't in the script. Alright, we take green and hope it surges. I didn't have to take, I would like my team back, please. Wait, we can actually legitimately lose this now. Okay, he gets the freeze gems. It's not that threatening. I just need to start summoning, but he might Essence of Evil our hero, which is really, 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 really bad. I need to try for red over here. So we'll take that. He'll do a thing. That is really, 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 really bad. Alright, we got 1,000 problems right now. We got 1,001 problems, and he's probably going to hit green here too, which gives him almost full mana. I think we actually lose here. Of all the battles, this one is the one that actually kills us. I have to double skull. Double skull, Great King, if we get cleanse, cannot kill us there. But it can be Terror killed, it can be Deathmark killed, like it can be everything killed. What's his damage? 69? Okay, that's not enough to kill first slot either. I need to get like 1 billion skulls, but more importantly, I need to get 2 very, very quickly. I need to bait out 2 skulls without giving him green mana. Alright, we're not frozen on yellow, so we can take that. Ooh, that's bad. I think we got rid of any safe move. Oh, no, I can take blue over here. I can take blue here, and as long as you don't get a weird multi-cascade, we should be okay. There's no green on the board. Yeah, hero is fairy fired, so it does die. Which means we might have to win with a little turtle. As long as this thing cleanses, we auto-win, basically. Maybe not auto-win. But if this thing cleanses, we have a good chance. I just need to get double skull on first slot. And hero needs to get cleansed before it dies to Deathmark, Terror, or literally any other mechanic. Alright, we'll take that. Okay, we got one of our 2 skulls. Huge. Sourcing the second one's going to be kind of rough, though. I think I do brown over here. It's very unlikely double skull, because we have to keep still denying his Great King, of course. You grab purple. That's not ideal. I think I take blue so he doesn't do something sketchy with brown. Like, he's gonna take... What is his banner distribution, actually? Double brown. Never mind. I might have to take the brown, actually. I might have to gamble the brown. The problem is if a blue goes over there, he wins automatically. But I have to take the risk because he gets way more mana from blue. I mean, from brown. So I think I have to take the risk of giving him a 5 times blue for denying his brown mana. Alright, good. He didn't get it. He took the blue, obviously. I think we take red here because we're still trying to force him out to give us a skull. Ideally, we don't accidentally give him green, otherwise we lose. Also, hero, please cleanse! You got this, hero. Cleanse! Go, go, go! You got this. Okay, so I think we take this red, hope we don't give him green, and hope the following turn we can take a skull. Is there any way we can still get a skull value now? No. So we take this. Hero died. Not over yet, though. Very, very, very absurdly close to over. But he does not have enough damage to kill. So we're going to win with 1 toad. Does anyone know how many points you lose for having a troop loss? Because we lost our summoner. So I think this is a take yellow in the skull. That will leave him with a skull. But as long as he casts Great King, we then get to invest the skull as long as he doesn't do a weird cascade. He would also have to hit green here, which is not guaranteed that he'll actually target green. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we could do other than yellow to skull. But I'm pretty sure this is yellow to skull angle. I'm trying to see if there's like anything else. Oh, he went for the skull. We're dead. No. He was smart enough to go for the skull. What if he's not smart enough to go for green, though? Wait. What if he doesn't know to go for green? What if? If he doesn't hit green, there's a chance. If he does, we auto lose. Too bad we can't remove every green. It'd be impossible, because that green all the way over there would be impossible to take in any way, shape, or form. Even if we get rid of all 4 of these, it's impossible that we can remove that one. No! Well, we'll get Paragon next time, I guess. We would need absurd luck. Like, what we would need is a green to fall down into a double skull into, like, another skull. Like, this has to cascade into double skull. No, it'd have to be triple because he has enough durability to survive. The other case scenario is he has to not target green. Which, who knows? Maybe he'll target a random color. And if so, there's only, like, 2 green on the board. But let's see what we get here. I'll take brown to the other thing. So we do that. Boom, boom, boom. There's a chance! Wait, we're still in this. It's not over. I just have to somehow get 3 skulls on him before he decides he wants to kill us. He targeted not green. Wait. What do we need here? Gotta be really careful. Because obviously we have to not give him skull. We need to deny his mana. I think our best case scenario is right here. As far as not giving him anything crazy. Because it sets up a lot of area where he might take a purple where we get a skull. The other alternative is we take this blue-purple. I just don't feel like he's going to go for it. I'd rather get the value of what he would set up for it. I'm trying to see if that does anything weird if he takes it. No. I know, this battle is insane. If we win this by the end. This is like the most deserved Paragon win ever. If we still somehow have enough points after this and win the next battle. Like if we win this battle and the next one and we somehow still get Paragon. This is like the most earned Paragon ever. I think we lose enough points from that many deaths though, even if we do get there. But I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Of course, we're probably losing this battle. It's not over yet though. But yeah, I'm considering this blue-purple, but I kind of want to take this brown because I have a feeling the AI is not going to go for it. I think he's going to try to prioritize a purple. And if he does, I got to deny brown because it gets more mana for it. I don't think he's going to go for this. He's going to go for like one of the purple swipes or something. And the purple swipes that he's going to do sets us up better for a skull. Yep, exactly so. Though we didn't get a skull out of it, unfortunately. Ooh. Okay, so everything we take at this point is pretty sketchy. Wait, is that the only move? Because that gives him 2 different locations that could be a skull that hits us. That also cascades a purple that gives him something. This was the move I didn't want to do the previous turn. Where does that move everything? Not like we have a choice. I don't think there's any other move, is there? Am I missing one? I think I have to take that blue. I'm just trying to see what it does. Or if there's literally any other alternative. So he's not going to get shuffled. Which is good for us. He doesn't get a skull out of it either unless he's smart enough to take the yellow to the right. Which he might. If he takes this yellow to the right, he gets a free skull and kills us. I don't think he's going to be smart enough to go for that, though. Oh, no. The skull's going to be moved down by 1, so that won't... No. He still gets it because I moved the other one down by 1 as well. But yeah, if he takes this yellow to the right, we lose. But hopefully he'll take it in literally any other direction. Like, is this our only move? I guess we just have to go for it. Also, if we get a skull there, we lose as well. No! Oh, sadness. What a way to go down. Rippity. Oh, let's go do this one again. Do you wish to repeat the fight? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I have to. Why is it saying repeat it? Do you wish to repeat the fight in this keep location? Yes, because I can't go any deeper. No! Oh, well, we'll get him next time. Or maybe they'll rework the Paragon thingy by then. But yeah, it's saying it as if I'm repeating it, but there's no other battle I can do right now. Because I can't do Palace because we didn't win the other one. What if it will let me? Alright, round 2. Let's go obliterate it this time. Watch, we're just going to win this battle within like a few seconds now. Or who knows, maybe we'll get a double loss again. We'll get the rebound. Oh, that was so close. That was still so winnable. But yeah, I wasn't keeping track of Celine's HP. I didn't realize it got that much poke that I actually died. That was very unfortunate. Alright, don't die this time. Alright, Hero's already dead. Look how much better that is. We're already starting like turn 1 or turn 2 with Hero dead. It's so much better than last time. Alright, what is the angle here at this point? I need green and red. But I can't take green or red. So I think I take yellow just so we can get the mana to block us less. He once again goes for Celine. I'm not sure what he has against Celine, but he just loves going for it. Oh, he got rid of our first slot mana. That's fine. We'll get a bunch of stuns on him here. Look how much easier this battle is, by the way. This is the same fight as before. It doesn't look like it because we basically already won. But this is the exact same fight we just lost to. We are frozen on blue. So I'm going to have to take that instead. Double poke does kill one of them out. Yeah, why couldn't this be the first battle? This is insane how much better this is going. Like, it's not even close. Of course, you would do it on the one color I'm frozen on. But luckily, it hit something else, so we're fine. Well, that's unfortunate. Paragon has been lost. That was a fun fight, though. But we finally lost one. And obviously, with a single loss, this could be way too many points. Let's see what our final score was, though. Where's the thingy? Let's see. Yep, there's our one loss. Sadness. Otherwise, we would have been on streak for it. Though we could have still lost the final battle, even if we won that one. Unfortunate, but we'll get them next time. But what we do get, though, of course, is let's go claim the shiny. It's kind of useless, but there's some shiny horse. I wish they would have done Christinex, because that would have been a way funner option for Silverglade. Because of the Silverglade Legends, Christinex could have really used a refresh. Like, it actually would have been viable again if it was shinied. But unfortunately, Willow being shiny does basically nothing. All it does is... oh yeah, I didn't even notice it because of the new shininess. But it brings it from 15 mana cost down to 13, and it makes its boost ratio like a little better or something. Moves it from like a 3 to 6 or whatever it does. It's just not enough bonus to really make it viable. Whereas Christinex going to a 1-to-1 instead of a 2-to-1. Or if it was destroy all gems instead of remove all gems. And then having 14 mana cost would have been so much better. Plus they could have gave it like a cool different crystal design as well. But I'm really disappointed they didn't do it for Christinex. Because that would actually make Christinex viable again. Whereas this thing being shiny changes nothing. It's still as dead content as it was before it was shiny. Whereas a fully maxed out shiny Christinex would actually been pretty fun. Especially since there's some troops that summon it. As well as utilizes other troops. But that was a really fun guild war, but unfortunately we did lose. Also, let's go hand out a redeem code. Here you guys go, enjoy. Let's go clear through all the other dailies and everything. Also, I gotta go do the whole weekly of Underspire, by the way. Though we only did the free battles this week. But I do need to go do the entirety of Underspire. I've literally done the first room. We're gonna do that instead of going for PvP, or, you know, grinding PvP. We'll still do dailies for PvP. The main reason being is the other guy moved up. I said if he was like under 40,000, we'd probably go for it. But he moved up by a bit, so I'm just gonna claim our second place. And then we'll just focus on doing the under thingy then. And go get all of our dead end rooms and everything else. So focus on doing Underspire instead. We're still going to do basic minimum for PvP, obviously, though. Like, we're going to do all dailies for it. But, yeah, I'm not going to grind for rank 1. We already got our solid rank 2, so I'll just keep that then. We got our hour of grinding in yesterday for it. We'll just go with rank 2. It's only like 10 or 20 gold marks. Not that big a deal. Still pretty solid amount. But yeah, that's why I like Guild Wars. You don't get moments like that in like any other game mode. Unfortunately, we lost, but still a lot of fun. That battle really fell apart quickly, though. I just find it insane how easy the battle was the second time around compared to the first. Like, that was the same team both times. It's hard to tell, though, with how big of a difference there was between the two fights. Oh, yeah, Dungeon Day. It's Diamond Day today. Let's go grab that. Obviously, we're going to do that regardless, but, top 3? Top 3? Oh, come on. At least get a good RNG here. No! Sad. Almost. That would have made up for it. We did get a perfect this week, though. I think it was on Tuesday? Wednesday? One or the other. Moments like that can only be made in the arena. Honestly, I would love to see a revamped arena game mode in this game. Because arena was originally made in 2015. I'm curious to see how much different they would do it like a decade later. Because there's a lot of improvements that that game mode could use if they just like completely nuked it and made a new one. Like, it's been over a decade now. Or, you know, by the time they develop one, it would be. Like, if it comes out next year, that'd be 11 years. Recently came back to the game. Nice! Can you quickly run down what you should do in PvP every day? Sure. Let me get there in a second. Let me just finish out these little dungeon battle thingy things. Honestly, that's a video I should cover at some point. All dailies are in Gems of War right now. Because obviously for veteran players, you kind of just go through the motions every day. I feel like a lot of returning players might not know what every daily is, because this game doesn't keep track of it as well as some other games. So, every daily that's in PvP. The first thing you want to do is, if you haven't chosen an alliance yet, you probably want to choose Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance gives you a lot more loots. Any alliance that isn't Dark Alliance gives you basically a lot more stats. The loot is important though because it gives you gold marks, which basically convert into deed books, which are needed to upgrade all kingdoms. A few other things you could use it for too, but you mostly use it for deed books. But yeah, double check what region you're in. If you're in Dark Alliance, then you get a lot more loot and slightly more dailies. If you're not, then you get a bunch more stats and a lot less dailies. Also, thank you, Mulu! Greatly appreciated. And no problem. But yes, all the PvP dailies, assuming you're in Dark Alliance, is, let's see, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So basically every day except Wednesday and Sunday. There will be a battle marked with crosshairs. I actually can't show it right now because it's Sunday. Because Wednesday and Sunday are only 2 days that it isn't. But for example, tomorrow on Monday, Winter's Reach, and I think Broken Lands or Summer Isle? I think it's Summer Isle. Summer Isle and Winter's Reach, for example, will have like 2 big swords on it. And you'll click on that, and then click on this little middle thing. And here would be 6 battles that you would need to go do. You get 6 battles, you got to win at least 5 in order to go and complete it out. Can't show that exactly right now because it's a Sunday. Because Wednesday and Sunday is the only 2 days that are not like that. But that's 6 battles that you have to do, of which you need to win 5. Any time that you successfully do that, the following day, all the kingdoms affected with the swords will then have another daily on them. For example, yesterday, it was Central Spire that had these swords on it. So if we go over here, we now get gold marks for doing Central Spire today. To do this daily on any of these days, which includes Tuesday, or basically every day that was mentioned before 1 day forward. So the only 2 days you wouldn't have to do the gold mark daily is Thursday and Monday. Also, I'm just now realizing how confusing this probably all sounds. But every day except Wednesday and Sunday, you have to do the crosshairs over a kingdom. You only have to do one of them for 5 out of your 6 battles. And then all the days after that by 1, which is every day except Thursday and Monday, you then have gold mark battles that you do, where you basically just have to win 5 times. So you just go do quick battle here and then win 5 times. On top of that, there is one additional daily that you need to do. The first 3 battles that you do every single day gives you Valhawks. If you already have capped out, aka having 10 or 11 of these, you need to go and do the battles that give you a buff. So in this case, we'll have to go and do just one of our buff battles. We'll do that right now, actually. But you basically get 3 Valhawks guaranteed for your first 3 fights. So to break it down simply, it is do 3 battles, which will give you your 3 Valhawks. And then do either whatever one has the crosshairs on it, and or whatever one has the gold marks on it from doing the previous day's crosshairs. And that's basically every PvP daily. And I'm now realizing if we ever cover a video on that, I need to find a simpler way of saying all that. I never realized how confusing the PvP daily sounds. It's not as confusing as it seems. Basically, if you see some kingdoms with swords, do it. Then every following day of those, you go claim gold marks from the kingdom. And beyond that, every single day, you go get your 3 Valhawks. And if you find that you're not getting Valhawks, then you need to go do the Monolith battles, which we're doing right now. They're basically just buffs that you get for PvP that help you along. But they also give you some rewards, like the double VP tokens and stuff. But they mostly just give you buffs to make it quicker to do everything. But they're important to do because they're needed for one of the monthlies, or whatever you call it. 11 weeklies, 10 weeklies. But seasonal-lies, I guess you could call it. But if we go to PvP season, and we go to seasonal goals, the main reason you want to do your Monolith battles every single day is that there's a seasonal goal to do your Monolith battles, which gives you a bunch of loot towards your things. And regardless if you buy the pass or not, you'll be able to earn those. Which I personally skip on the PvP pass most of the time. I only got it for the first season. But yeah, why does the PvP daily sound so confusing? Like, I do that instinctually every single day. But putting it into words makes it seem so much more confusing. I wish I would have made that simpler. The main thing that's really weird about it is it's not the same daily every day, I think is the most confusing part. The Valhawk is, you always do the Valhawks every single day. But the other aspect of it is not the same every day. Like, it keeps changing location the entire time, which gets kind of confusing. You get used to it after a short while, though. And then the only other PvP daily is technically whenever there's a guild war. But it's just the old guild war system, basically. It's not really anything new. Oh, someone was going to lose this battle. What's going on today? Losing the one in Guild War, about to lose this. He actually killed him with Skull Reflect. That's so sad. But that's why you bring the Takshaka back up. We're just getting really unlucky today. That's a good thing that does true damage, otherwise he had enough armor to live. Alright, there we go. And now that we did all the Monolith battles, we can now get our 3 Valhawks. And we'll get our 3 Valhawks on the Gold Mark daily. Because we did the swords yesterday for the Central Spire. And since we did that, all the ones that had swords over it, which was the Central Spire, now have the gold marks that you can get the following day. And now we go get those gold marks. First 3 battles, we get our Valhawk daily, and then the other 2 we just claim the gold mark off of. But yeah, honestly, that is a video we should cover at some point. Every single daily in Gems of War. Not like weeklies, monthlies, seasonalies, but just everything that's considered a daily. Though we are going to be, as far as extra videos, we will be covering one on Wednesday this week. Going over, I think like 5 old meta teams and seeing how they stack up to modern day. Because of course next week is the 11-year anniversary week of Gems of War. Oh yeah, I don't need this VP token anymore. I could turn this off. How do I remember? There it is. Remove all. But yeah, we'll cover a video probably this Wednesday going over some of the old meta stuff. Seeing how they stack up to modern day. And of course the Monday video will have on all the recap for all the teams and everything else for the week. Though Monday stream is probably going to be the only stream we do for Gems of War next week. Because even though we have the 11-year anniversary celebration, I don't think there's any big in-game thing we really have to go do. Like, there's no extra weekly or anything next week. And even the daily, all they're doing is just adding more loot to it than what's normally there. At most, it will take like an extra minute per day to go do. But it's not really any extra battles for the most part. It's just the loot that you'll be getting is way better. But we get a lot of Purple Deed books next week. Not only do we get it from the current event, because we'll get it from Journey event, but one of the days is likely to give it off of the 11-year celebration. So we'll be able to get like upwards of 5 Purple Deed books for free next week, most likely. It'll be a really solid week for that. Alright, is that everything? I think we're done with every daily then. Because we did our 3 Valhawks. We did the gold mark thing from yesterday. There's no crosshairs on Sundays or Wednesdays, so we don't need to do that. So yeah, we're already done. The only other thing we go for is leaderboard, but we already got 2nd place, so we're good to go. And, yeah, we're good to go. Grab seasonal goals. Go open over our burning marks real quick, I guess, just for the sake of it. Anything else we need to do there? Looks good. How about the other thing? We could do an XP booster. I don't really need those anymore, so I could just kind of junk them whenever. Yeah, we'll use our XP booster, why not? Not like I need that XP anymore. We hit level 2000. Alright, let's go open these. Anything good? We got nothing. Nothing but bigger. Nothing again. What is this? Nothing but... What is it? I just got double silver icon and double old gold icon. Why? Well, I guess we could use that to convert it to gold marks to get rank 1 at some week. Because it's not worth converting all those right now to try to get 10 more points. It's not worth it for that. I'll save it for some other Ruby week so we can get 80 again or something. It's not worth trying to use those just to get 10. That's really unlucky. But at least we'll be able to convert them to gold marks later, but still. Anything else we need to do? Oh yeah, final day to go use the Halloween currency, by the way. If you haven't cashed out your Halloween event, you can't earn any more, but final 4 hours to go cash out. If you still have any points remaining. I think the only thing left is just spam Underspire. Just want to open some of our vault keys. But I guess we'll end out the stream with just spamming Underspire, then just double checking that we have everything else done. For weeklies, monthlies, dailies, everything-lies. I know this game would get a little bit of like a checklist system so you can keep track. Because that'd be so nice if they just had one mega menu that has like every daily, weekly, seasonally, like literally everything on just one big list. These are so many things to check sometimes. But anyways, let's go do the dragon team. Is there anything on this team we really need to go mess around with? I don't think so. It's basically just get full mana on first slot. It might be worthwhile replacing out this troop and just going all in on first slot then. Yeah, let me go do that. Because we need to win quicker. Is there anything in this entire kingdom that has mana link? And or empower? Empower is... Ooh, Siren. What about link though? Link, we have purple, green. Green wouldn't hurt. Kind of want yellow though. Do we not have yellow? It does not look like we have yellow. I might just have to go for green then. Are you the only one with green? Well, I guess that one does too. Let's do it like that. And again, we don't even need this 50% mana star either. I got a new plan. Green Storm. Do that for green. Do that for green. Double check what our bonuses is. No magic. Unfortunate. What typing are you again? Fae? Wild Folk? Yeah, we're not going to be able to get anything out of it. Alright. Oh, Elemental? No. Because we can't get 50% mana star. Okay, we're just going to do this and go double green banner. Go like green yellow. Oh, not what I wanted for banner. Green yellow minus something that isn't the flower dragon color. Yeah, that. Oh, I do want the other way around though. Alright, that should be good. Oh, I kind of want +1 brown though. Give me +2 green, +1 brown. What is that minus? Red? Perfect. Okay, let's do that actually. Just so I can still one turn the thing with a surge. Feels weird trying to feed green into a yellow dragon, but he doesn't have the really good buff trait like the cosmic dragons have. Or the gem dragon, so we'll be fine this way. But yeah, I think this is just our team for the entirety of the event then. It's a little bit all over the place, but all we have to do is just take green a couple times and then we win. Green or yellow. Or purple. But green and yellow are the two we have the most color into. Mostly green. That, or if we could take a brown, one brown surge gets us full mana on our explodey weapon, and then our explodey weapon gets us to the win. Which is another angle we could do. So we could do that. Then explode everything. And then ideally we have full mana right here. Which we do not. Yeah, we do. I think that's just our game plan for all of Underspire then. I just realized I don't need to be going to find the boss room. We can literally just take everything because we need to take everything anyways. So we're just going to take all the rooms in Area 1 and take all the rooms in Area 2 since we're doing it all in one day. It's not like we're going to run out of torches or anything. Because we're just doing the free battles. So we don't even need to find the boss room. Because we need to take every room anyways. Bit of a weirder play style for once. Because it really doesn't matter what rooms we take because we have infinite torches for what we're trying to do right now. Because we don't have anywhere near enough torches to make it to floor 3. But we do have enough to 100% be able to go through all floor 1 and 2. So it doesn't really matter what pathing we do as long as we take everything. But I still can't believe it's been 11 years as of next week, or as of this month. Also, he just got silenced. It's problematic. I have no counterplay to that. I did not put that into factor. Wait, we got a problem. I did not factor in the enemy having any amount of silence. What does this ability do again? Nothing. Oh, good. You're unsilenced. Wow, we found the boss room immediately. Of course, when we don't want to find it immediately, we're just going to find it immediately, then find it immediately again, aren't we? For the next area. Because it doesn't matter if we find it, so we're going to find it immediately when it doesn't matter at all. That's how it always works. Alright, now, even though we got a perfect path, let me go take all the dead-end rooms. And hope we can get lucky, because we still need 2 Guardian troops. Honestly, it's probably going to take us another year and a half before we get them. I would not be surprised. It's one of the longest grinds in the game because of how it's time-gated. If you get unlucky on it. Well, so that was a really small floor 1. I just full scouted floor 1 already. Like, not just the boss room, the entire floor. It was only like a 2 battle difference. But that's all floor 1 scouted. It's one of the smallest floor 1s I've seen in a while. The total amount of rooms of floor 1 was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is so small. Like, it's technically 12 to get here. But 12 torches and we fully did everything in floor 1. All dead end rooms, boss room, unlock. Maybe we can do some floor 3 then. Deliberately trying to go for dead end room. If we do have enough torches by then, I guess we will. Normally that doesn't happen, but our layout for area 1 was so small we might be able to. Especially if area 2 does a small layout. Then we're going to have to do a really weird strategy for floor 3, which is normally you would go the path of the highest level variance to be able to find a door. But we would deliberately have to do the opposite of that so we could try to find a dead end room within whatever torches we have left. So I'm not sure what I'm checking. We have to do every room anyways. Maps need to be reworked more than anything. True. Yeah, if I had to go for a good arena game mode, or maps finally getting the first rework, honestly, I probably would go for maps finally getting the first rework. Even though I would love for both to come to the game, the fact that maps haven't been touched at all in ever is kind of insane. Like, I think they added some more resources to them once or twice. But other than that, they have not been touched since like 2017. And gameplay wise, they haven't been touched since they came out in like 2015. Like over a decade ago. They were originally going to get a rework around the time of Arena. But then they separated it and it did Arena first, but then they never came back to go do Treasure Hunt. Because originally it was going to get reworked around the same time, which would have been around 2019, I think, or 2018? Whenever Arena got its first rework. But because they did them separately, it just never came. They did the separate one for Arena, but never got around to the Treasure Hunt one. They gotta at least like add autoplay to Treasure Hunt or something. If they ever want to boost up the player numbers by like 10%. Because then there'll just be a bunch of people in the background keeping the Treasure Hunt just going on the side. Because normally I don't use the autoplay in Gems of War because battles are too quick for it to be relevant. But it would somewhat be worth it for treasure hunts because I think that's like 30 gems an hour off of autoplay. About 30 gems an hour. Which is not insane, but, you know, it's more than nothing. Probably wouldn't do that always, but you know, here or there. We just wanted some AFK thing going on the side. Just reset that like every few minutes when the AI is done. Because the problem with normal battles is they go too quick. You're setting up like a 1 minute AI to go do a 20-second battle. Whereas for treasure hunt, it actually makes sense. Especially if they take like somewhat okay moves. Like imagine if the AI actually got a volt. Which technically it could do with completely random moves eventually. But imagine if it was like consistent enough to get a volt. Because that'd be a couple volts per hour. On top of all the other loot that you would get from it. I should have taken that green extra turn. It was a 4 times earlier, then I made it into a 5 times for the enemy. Not ideal. Also, mana, please. We need 1 mana to win. How hard is it to get 1 mana? Yeah, that something doesn't matter at all. Ooh, an elite dead end room. Are you going to be the one? Like, it's going to be exciting when we finally get our 5th Guardian Troop. But also depressing in the sense that, you know how long it'll take us to finally get the final one? If even the 5th one is taking this long? As it's basically twice as rare in a sense. And of course, it's only a vault key. Because right now we have a 1/3 chance that we'll get a... Whenever we get a Guardian Troop, it'll be a new one. But once we get one more Guardian Troop that is new, it goes down to a 1 in 3 to a 1 in 6. So basically twice as rare of a grind that we've already gone like a year without getting a single one. And it becomes 2 times rarer the second we get one. Or, you know, not literally, but you know. In the sense that we only need 1 more instead of 2 more. Which, of course, any one of them could be the one. But you can also just go mega dry on it. Like 18, 20, 30 of them without getting one. That's one thing I'll never understand with the way that they set that up, that I really hope they don't do again for any other mechanic. Guardian Troops really should have had a guarantee to give you 1 of each before it started giving repeats. The fact that it can immediately start giving you repeats is really unfortunate. Because it takes something that you would normally only need 6 for, you know, if it evenly distributed them, to something that could easily take upwards of like 18 if you get unlucky enough. And that's something too, we haven't had a new kingdom in a while. Ever since they started to re-add kingdoms, maybe they're just trying to figure out some kind of mechanic to kind of fix the kingdom cycles. But because all kingdoms only cycle like twice a year or so. But we haven't gotten a new kingdom in, what, 2 years now? Because the last one was, what, Midnight Circus? Or was it something else? No, it was the Geomancer one, wasn't it? Actually, I don't even remember, it's been so long. No. Wait, which one was it? Yeah, it was Nightmare Circus, wasn't it? Or not Nightmare Circus, whatever the thing was called. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago at this point. Like in 2 months from now, that would have been 2 years ago. Yeah, it was Midnight. But yeah, by January of next year, it would be the 2-year mark since we've gotten a new kingdom. Which is the longest amount of time since they've been re-adding new kingdoms. Not the longest time ever. But since they started re-adding kingdoms again, it's been the longest time without a new kingdom. Because before they were doing dungeons, which are basically an alternative for them to do kingdoms. But ever since they started re-adding kingdoms again, this is the longest duration they've gone since then. Without a new kingdom. Yeah, Circus is the delve for the place. The actual place is called Midnight. Oh, we found the merchant. Still have 2 other dead ends over here. Also, amazing that we got such a small layout for Zone 1. Yet we have, like, the biggest possible layout for Zone 2. I guess maybe that's why the Zone 1 one was so small. As they put all the rooms in Zone 2 this time. Because I'm barely even going to have enough torches for this. We're definitely going to, but it's going to be a lot tighter than it seemed for how short Zone 1 was. Smallest possible Zone 1 with like largest possible Zone 2 almost. Also, I still can't believe that one path that we had that one time that went like 30 rooms long all the way across the bottom. That was one of the weirdest glitches I've ever seen. Like we started at like almost like the middle right of the map. And it kept going with a bottom line all the way across to the left. I've never seen it other than that one time. I wonder if they ever fixed that glitch. I'm surprised we had enough torches that week to even go all the way. Can't remember if we had to buy more or not. But obviously we had to go to the end. But it was something like, it'll be easy to show on the map. Like it was like a line that started over here. And kept going, all the way over there. Not across multiple rooms, literally just in one room set and one floor. It's something like a 20 wide thing. Actually, how long was it? Because it went down a few and then went over whatever that full thing was. So that would have been... How to check map again? Right over here. That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it was like 20 something. Because it went down a few and then went like all the way over there. It was crazy. But yeah, I think it was around 22 rooms or something in a row. In one single chain. I assume they fixed that glitch since then. I have a screenshot of it somewhere. Yes, I think it's on my other computer though, on the laptop. I don't think that was on this newer computer. I do have a screenshot of it though. It's on the laptop from earlier. So how long have I had this computer for? I want to say 2 years now, I think. It's not that long. Because I believe I got it September 2 years ago. Which I'm trying to think, what was the problem with the other one that we ended up getting this? Because I know there was something that was happening that we had to. I don't remember now. Here's the boss room. I know the most annoying thing with the laptop is the screen was starting to break. Oh yeah! It was having some internet connections that was like absurdly slow with the Ethernet thing. It is still working off of Wi-Fi, but its Ethernet port I think ended up breaking was the problem. Which I'm pretty sure is replaceable somehow, but it just wasn't worth bothering with. I'm pretty sure we'd have to completely replace out the Ethernet port that's in it to be able to get a wired connection with it. Then the screen was breaking. Or at least the frame of the screen. The actual screen itself was fine. But the frame of the screen that held it together is still broken to this day. Still has perfect screen quality, but the frame around it is like almost non-existent. Like you can see all the wires and everything inside of it. No, the one that had my Photoshop one was the other laptop. That was the one from my college days. Because there's 3 laptops. The ancient one from college, from like 12 years ago, that one's like dead at this moment. I can maybe try booting it up one day just to see, but last I recall, it's like dead. There's still some stuff I need to get off its hard drive at some point. I don't know how to do that though. But that thing is just dead after 12 years. The other laptop was the one I think I got in, I want to say 2017, 2018 or some point. Because I got it once the other laptop was just starting to get slow, but not completely dead yet. And then this one we got like 2 years ago. Because the other one was having issue with its Ethernet port. And the screen was starting to like tear off of itself. The setup I have now should last for a very long time though. Now that it's actual proper like PC setup. And not just a laptop. Alright, we have 7 battles. I don't think we can get to a dead end room with that. And it seems to be every room scouted, so we're good to go. Alright, was there any other objective we gotta do? Let's go check. Dailies, nope. Unless we want to grab a little handful of gold. Weeklies, nope, none over there. Raid boss, check. Got that done. Good job, guild. Guild Wars, no! We win again today, but we didn't get Paragon. We finally lost. It was a very epic battle, but unfortunately we did lose by the end. Underspire, done. Dungeon, done. And I claimed the weekly thing for it. Anything else? Anything else? What are we missing? PvP. We got our buffs. We did all of our Valhawks. I'll have to do a double buff tomorrow, though. We got rank 2. Which hopefully we'll keep. I highly doubt 2 people will pass this in that time. And if one passes, it's only 5 gold marks. Not that big a deal. Alright, that seems like everything. I don't believe we missed a single thing. Anyways, guys, I think that might wrap it up then. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably the only stream we're doing for Gems of War for the week. You know, just daily streams. But we'll probably have a video going up twice next week for Gems of War. One on Monday for, you know, the standard weekly stuff, as we always do. Going over the 11-year anniversary thing and, you know, just the weekly teams and all the normal stuff on Monday video would have. And then on Wednesday, the day that the 11-year anniversary pet is in the game, we'll do a video reminding everyone to go get the pet, but also go over like maybe 5 teams or 3 or 5 teams. Not sure how many. We'll probably go for 5 because I feel like they'll go pretty quick. But I'll probably do like 5 old meta teams that aren't really that meta at the moment, or maybe they are, but you know, just kind of a mix to see like what year they came in and what their viability still is in modern day. I'm not sure exactly every team will do it for it, but I have a few in mind that we'll probably do. And we'll do like maybe 5 of them across different years. Like we'll do what the 2015 meta was, or 2016, then do like the 2017 or 18, and then like the 2019, and then, you know, kind of move up from there. And then anything further than like 2021 is pretty much just modern day. Honestly, everything from 2020 onwards basically is modern day. Because the meta hasn't really shifted that much. It's definitely power crept upwards, but there isn't really anything that like mega shifted it in that time. Like some of the most of the stuff that was still good in 2020 is still good today. So it's mostly like those earlier years that are drastically different. I don't know, we'll try to find enough teams for it. Worst comes to worst, we'll do one for every year from 2015 to 2020 then. Still waiting on the best troops, the 2019 video? Honestly, one of them will probably make it into the video. One of these will probably work. We got the old insta-kill Iron Gut team. We got the old Divine meta. Except with Rope Dart instead of the other one. It's a little bit different than the other Divine team. We got pretty standard Life and Death Weaver, but instead of an Empower, we got a Web Spinner. One of these 10 will probably make it into it. Also, oh! I almost forgot about that. Do you guys remember when Phoenicia existed? Speaking of teams from 2020. Oh, we gotta show the Phoenicia team. I kind of almost forgot about that. Do you guys remember when 6-color dragons didn't exist? And every team didn't have a 6-color dragon on it? Do you guys remember those days? When Phoenicia was actually usable? Because there wasn't 1,000 dragons that did 1 billion more damage than her? It's not really that unique though. It does the same thing as a normal like flower dragon team or something. The only difference is you use Phoenicia. I almost forgot about that. There used to be a time when the very broken dragons didn't exist. Basically consuming every troop that uses full AoE. Phoenicia Sun Spirit teams, yeah. You still have the Phoenicia team? I know, I still do too. It's not used for anything, but we still have a team slot saved for it. But anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. We'll have the Monday video going up at some point. Not sure if I'll be able to get it up early in the morning, but hopefully I'll have it up by noon if we don't have it up super early. And we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful week. I'll have a wonderful 11-year anniversary of Gems of War. And yeah, we'll have the mega video coming out soon tomorrow then for that. Well, not really a mega video. It's not going to be that much different. But I guess we'll somewhat be celebrating the 11-year of Gems of War. And we'll do that a little bit tomorrow night as well. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, everyone, and thanks for watching.